Hi, Ben Shute here with a few tips today on writing a good bio. That's something that, as performers, we all have to do, and just thought I might share a little bit from my own experience in case it's helpful. So, first, I would say know your context and your audience. If, for example, you're writing a bio for a performance for, say, a group of seniors from your church or synagogue that your grandparents invited you to come and play for, people who will adore you in any case. Um, you don't necessarily need to come out with guns blazing. That might be a time to have a bit more conversational tone, um, sharing things that are just kind of matters of interest, what you find inspirational, that sort of thing. But let's assume, for our purposes here, that you're needing to write a bio for concert use, for career concert use, or presentation, or the like. And in those cases, actually, wording can be quite important and even unfortunately crucial to getting you opportunities, especially since many concert presenters are not necessarily going to be experts in your area of specialty. Um, and so they might really not be able to always judiciously judge your musical product on its own merits. And so a lot is going to come down to how you present yourself and the impression that leaves. So you want to be able to be confident in sharing relevant information. Um, and you might ask yourself, what qualities, training, or experience make you qualified for the kinds of opportunities that you're looking for. So we do need to be confident in that, but we also don't want to be obnoxious. Um, so to that end, we want to avoid inflated language. For example, if I'm American and I once played in my Uncle Bob's living room in Toronto, on that basis, I wouldn't say that I have concertized internationally or concertized around the world. It's just not that's not really accurate. So you want to avoid claims of that sort unless they're true. Um, Especially, we want to avoid inflated cliches. Um, Based on the bios that I have seen currently, I'm estimating that somewhere around 87 to 89% of all living violinists are among the foremost artists of their generation. Um, and now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure when people use that phrase that they're fine musicians and fine artists. But when it's so widely used, it begins to lose some of its meaning. So I would stay away from statements like that and just let your experience speak for itself, unless you are someone like Maxim Vengerov or Gil Shaham or Hilary Hahn or someone of that stature. Um, I also, another point, avoid reviewing yourself, and especially if that review is saccharine or flattering. You see many artist bios where the bio is waxing effusive about the qualities of this artist, and then you realize not too far in that actually all of those words are the person's own words describing themselves. Um, and that can be at best comical and at worst unsavory. Um, so you want to avoid that. I mean, if you have to include reviews of your musicality and musical product, let other people or newspapers or something speak for you. Um, I'll be honest, I don't enjoy doing that. I would prefer to just let the music speak for itself. The reality of the situation is that many presenters, many organizations, or people in general won't really take you seriously unless you can show on paper that other people who are established or established newspapers or magazines or the like have already taken you seriously. So it's not something I enjoy, but it's something that realistically we probably need to do, if just in the pursuit of opportunities. If the time comes where you don't need to, so much the better. Um, One final point: we want to really mind our language, or mind our use of language, I should say, in writing a bio. We want to make sure that we know how to use an apostrophe. Right, an apostrophe doesn't make something plural. One violin, two violins, no apostrophe. But it's something actually we see that mistake quite a lot. You want to know how to use its and its with and without an apostrophe, right? It's with an apostrophe isn't possessive. It means it is. So you want to know how to use its and its, and the three usages of the word there, right? They're playing their instruments over there, or I should say the three words there. So they're playing their instruments over there. three different words with three different spellings. So you want to make sure that you're familiar with that and use those correctly. This is something I see quite often. World-renowned artist. So first of all, if you're going to use that phrase at all, if you're using it for yourself, make sure that it's true. But more often I see it used in the context of so-and-so has played in master classes for world-renowned artist Itzhak Perlman. But very often I see it spelled world-renowned artist. So renown is actually a noun. It means fame. And what we mean when we write world-renowned artist, we don't really mean to say world fame artist. We mean to say world famous artist. But the word that means famous is renowned with an ed on the end. So we just want to make really sure that we're using that word correctly. World-renowned artist. And I like to hyphenate world-renowned just because world isn't an adverb that should modify renowned. It's a noun. It's a thing. You're renowned around the world. So because of that, I like to hyphenate world-renowned. Also want to make sure that we know how to use a comma. So if we're separating two clauses with a comma, then each clause should have a subject and a verb. Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware, and now lives in Oklahoma. No comma, except maybe Wilmington, Delaware. Yeah, but no comma between the clauses. Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware, no comma, and now lives in Oklahoma. If I want to use a comma, I would say Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware, comma, and he now lives in Oklahoma. You see a lot of misuse of commas in artist bios, and it can detract a little bit. One other thing that I see quite a lot relating to comma usage is how you use commas with an appositive. And by that I mean a word or phrase that describes a noun. So if I say, let's go back to the example I just gave. Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware. Now if I want to clarify that I'm a violinist, Benjamin Shute, violinist, was born in Wilmington, Delaware. So violinist is the appositive that describes the subject, Benjamin Shute. Benjamin Shute, comma, violinist, comma, was born in Wilmington, Delaware. We want to make sure that there's a comma before and after. Very often I'll see a comma before but not after, so you want to make sure that violinist is fully enclosed in with two commas. But what I see more commonly, an error that I would see, is if I said violinist Benjamin Shute is born in Wilmington, Delaware. Very often people will say, violinist, comma, Benjamin Shute, comma, was born in Wilmington, Delaware. And actually we don't want to do that. Because if we do that, we imply that Benjamin Shute isn't really an essential part of the sentence. Right? If I say Benjamin Shute, violinist, was born in Wilmington, Delaware, and enclose violinist in commas, well, strike out violinist and it says Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware. Perfectly true. But let's switch it and say violinist Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware. If I put Benjamin Shute in commas, that implies that we can strike it out of the sentence, and it would still work. But in that case, we get violinist was born in Wilmington, Delaware, and that's not really what we mean to say. So if you say violinist Benjamin Shute was born in Wilmington, Delaware, no comma. Okay, so Benjamin Shute, comma, violinist, comma, born in Wilmington, Delaware. Violinist Benjamin Shute, no commas, was born in Wilmington, Delaware. Sorry if that's technical, but these are really things that can distract from or can detract from a performer's bio and make it a little bit less professional than I think you would want it to be. And I'm sure there are many more things. So feel free if you have any further constructive thoughts to put something in the comment section below. I think that will be helpful for whoever is looking at this video. Of course, this isn't meant to be exhaustive. It can't be exhaustive, but I hope it's at least a helpful starting place. So all the best, and more videos to come before too long.